Hi YouTube, it's a Folio Society reviewer here to showcase Pierre Boulle's Planet of the Apes. The novel tells the tale of three human explorers from Earth who visit a planet orbiting a star in which great apes are the dominant, intelligent, and civilized species, whereas humans are reduced to a savage-like animal state. This book is published by the Folio Society in 2020. It's gorgeous looking. It's quarter-bound in block cloth with printed paper sides. Set in Saban with avant-garde Gothic display, 192 pages, has a frontispiece and 6 color illustrations, including 2 double-page spreads. It includes a plain slipcase and measures 9.5 by 6.25 inches. And I've got to say, looking at it, as you can already tell, this has got to be one of their best covers of any of their books ever. I think it's one of the most striking covers, and it is one that I would put on display for other people to see because it's going to call out for attention. It just has a really cool vibe to it. I love it. I think it's absolutely amazing. Usually I talk about the slipcase first, but you got to see this cover. It looks incredible. And honestly, of all the illustrations, I think the cover illustration is the best of all of them. So as I already said, it has a plain slipcase. But this one just feels like a pretty strong cardboard. It's the same thickness. I don't know why, but when I push on it, it just feels a little bit stronger than their other slipcases. But yes, it is just a standard slipcase. So I'm going to get that out of the way. We're going to go ahead and look at the book. And you can see that awesome cover that we already talked about. Has that nice cloth feel to it on the side here. And just looks great. And the image is a little bit fuzzy and faded, but I think it fits the story, being an older story. Now, looking at your spine, it has a solid red with the gold lettering. I'm not a huge fan of the bright reds that they use on the shelf, but I think the spine looks great with that gold, definitely. That's just my personal opinion anyway. So, and then the back, really cool how they decided to do the illustrator decided to do the back of that gorilla. So I'll get you a good look at that. And then there's the look at that there. So if you want to see that. So let's go ahead and jump into the book. You can see it has plain end papers, always a bummer to me, but I don't really know what they would have done to make special end papers for this one other than maybe like a sci-fi scene or like some kind of space scene. I think that could have looked cool there if they would have done something like that. Planet of the Apes. And there's the translator. I will not try to even pronounce that. It's just not for me. And I won't try to pronounce the introduction, who that person is. And it looks like the illustrations are by David De La Harris. So I want to say right off that I didn't think I was going to like the illustrations just looking online. But as I got them, I really think it fits the book. I think they did an amazing job on this. There are a few of the illustrations that leave me wanting more. That I think, I don't know, they look too plain for me. Like they needed a little bit more work. And, you know, obviously, I'm not an illustrator myself. I know a lot of time went into all of these, but I just wanted to say that. So I have some that I like a lot, and then some that I'm a little bit less keen on. I was printed on Abbey Wolf paper in Germany. Okay, there's your illustrations page. Biographies. Introduction. You can see the text is laid out pretty well. You got part 1, and then nothing really too fancy there, just one. But all right, let's jump into the illustrations. And I will say that some of these are a little bit mature, so not overly, but if you have a maturity issue, you should not be watching this. And I say that mainly if there's any kids watching. Okay, so I really like the colors and, you know, all the foliage and the unique plants that the illustrator decided to highlight here. This is one of the illustrations that I think is one of the better ones. And then obviously there's another mature theme here with, you know, these apes killing a human. So let you get a good look at that. I like this illustration though. I think the illustrator did an amazing job on this. Really cool, really gets you into the mood of the story. And the paper is a kind of like an average, a standard. I mean, it's still good quality paper, but nothing to really rave about compared to some of their other books. Here's another one that I like. I like this one a lot. Just the sense of scale, how big he is compared to her. And just getting a good look at that. The paper is not textured, it's just a glossy paper, which is a bummer for me. I really like the glossy paper, or the texture paper. All right, this is one that I was kind of meh about. I could have wanted a little bit more, but there were some cool, definitely some cool features to it, like that and the billboard, and then right there, she's kind of got her little pet human. So, very cool. It's not a bad illustration, just not my favorite. And this is another great one. You just look at that, you know, all the time that went into making each of those. So, very cool. Really neat. I'm gonna show that moon. Oops, sorry guys, I'm having trouble turning pages here. And this is another one that leave me wanting a little bit more. It's not bad, but just not as detailed as some of the others. And then I like this last one, this final illustration. Very cool. Okay, so that's it, guys. I hope you'll consider picking it up. It's about $55 US plus shipping. I know they oftentimes have shipping sales. If you will buy multiple books, they sometimes will throw in free shipping. So you just kind of have to search and see what the current deal is. But please give me a thumbs up, and please subscribe if you're interested in these books. They're really treasures to me, and I hope to bring more people to want to read some of these books and pick some of these up. So thank you, Folio Society, for publishing these and for making awesome books for us. Guys, thanks a lot. If you have any questions, just give me a message below in the comments. Have a great day.